Alright folks, it's time for our UFC 239 Jones vs. Santos prediction video. Of course, I haven't done a UFC prediction video in quite some time. That's because we really haven't any really good looking, solid top to bottom marquee pay-per-views in quite some time. So hopefully, with our annual 4th of July show, we'll be seeing things on an uptick here in the months ahead. And goodness knows, in a sports dead zone like this, we need as much entertainment as we can get. Alright, so we're going to start off here with the main event. That's Jon Jones defending the light heavyweight championships against Thiago Santos, who apparently is Jewish. I did not know that, according from the Star of David there on his chest. Or maybe that's just a thing they do in Brazil. I'm not really sure on their culture. So yeah, across the board, as far as just, the biological metrics, Jon Jones has in the bag. 2-inch height advantage, major reach advantage, almost 10 inches there. Leg reach advantage. Let's see what their most recent stats are. Significant strides. I mean, technically you can say Thiago's better on paper, but then again, Thiago's been fighting a bunch of schlubs, and Jon Jones has been beating, only, world-class athletes and Hall of Famers the last 10 years. Grappling there favors Jones. No surprise there. Takedown. So yeah, basically when it comes to wrestling and submissions, for God's sake, yeah, I don't think there's really a category where I would give Santos the advantage. Like, is there even like an age differential? Not that it matters. Thiago, he's had a good run. He's had some exciting fights. He's pulled off some, some pretty decisive wins here as of late. But Jon Jones, he's Jon Jones, y'all. He's going to just drub this guy. I don't think it's going to go 5 rounds. I think Jones will take this guy to about round 3, and I think Jones finishes him by either TKO or guillotine choke. He hasn't done a submission in a while, so I'm kind of leaning towards submission. I think he wins by round 3, guillotine. So Jon Jones should have no problem defending his championship belt in this one. Alright, Amanda Nunes taking on Holly Holm. I can't remember if is this for the bantamweight or the, yeah, I think it's bantamweight, or it could be some other. Not that it matters. It's just women. I'm joking. I'm joking, not really. But yeah, let's look at the metrics here. Pretty dead even across the board. I think the only real major biological metric to take note of here is Nunes has a slight leg reach advantage. Of course, Holly Holm is the woman who destroyed the mythology of Ronda Rousey, so the UFC hates her. Striking, let's see. No surprise there, favors Nunes. Grappling, no surprise, favors Nunes. Yeah, I really have no reason to believe that Amanda Nunes won't win this one. I think Holly Holm will make it tough. I think she's going to hang in there. She's going to eat some hard punches. But I'm going to go with Nunes round 4 TKO stoppage. Like, they'll stop between the 3rd and 4th round. But Nunes should win this one. There's really no reason for her not to. Alright, Jorge Masvidal taking on Ben Askren in tonight's Strikeforce co-main event. Wow, Ben Askren is not looking like a fighter. He looks more like the kind of guy who tried to rape your sister on prom night back in 2008. So yeah, both these guys, they are veteran fighters. They've been around forever. Looking at the stats here, not much as far as biological metrics to take note of. Jorge Masvidal looks like he has the major significant strikes. But then again, Ben Askren, they're not counting his previous sojourns outside of the UFC, so take that with a grain of salt. But striking, yeah, should go towards Masvidal, no question about it. And of course, no surprise here, grappling is going to favor Askren by quite a bit. I think, if Ben Askren sticks to his game plan of just, wrestle, lumping this guy into submission, he should win easy 3 rounds. But, I don't know, I think Masvidal's going to go in there. I think he's going to go crazy with the punches. And I actually think Masvidal, he's going to get lucky, and he's going to nail a knockout blow. It's going to be late, but I'm going to go with Masvidal winning by round 3. Knockout. So yeah, we need some excitement. Alright, well, now we got Jan Blachowicz, or Jan Blachowicz, whatever. Jan Blachowicz, he's Polish, not that it matters. taking on Rockhold, representing America. So is this at 205 or 185? I haven't really been following, but whatever. It should be a pretty good matchup, nonetheless. Both these guys have very similar styles. Significant strikes, looks like we're leaning towards Rockhold. No surprise there. Grappling, surprisingly favoring Blachowicz a little bit. Well, actually, no, it's still going towards Rockhold. Yeah, Rockhold should win this fight. I'm not quite sure if he will, but he should. I think he ends up beating Blachowicz round 3 TKO. I was leaning towards submission there, but I don't think he gets the ground and pound and beats him out that way. Alright, Diego Sanchez, who is old, taking on Michael Chiesa, who is not as old. This has got to be a welterweight match. Usually these guys are fighting at 155. Okay, I was right. Okay, so looks like Michael's got the height advantage. He's got the reach advantage, leg reach advantage. Diego Sanchez, of course, last seen beating up on BJ Penn. That was him, or was that Clay Guida? Well, somebody was doing it. Maybe I am confusing the two. Diego Sanchez beat up somebody else, not that it really matters. Diego Sanchez is going to lead on significant strikes, but then again, you got to remember also that his stats are going to be skewed because he's been beating up, tomato cans. He's been fighting for like 25 years. So, of course, his overall numbers are going to be a little bit better. Grappling. Oh, yeah. Those numbers speak for themselves, I believe. My brain says Michael is going to win just by going in there and out grappling Diego and tiring him out and then getting a late submission, but 4th of July, it's that magical time of year where crazy, fluky, upset, come from behind things happen. I think it's going to happen here. I think Michael's going to be a little bit too conservative on his ground game, and I think Sanchez ends up winning by, believe it or not, TKO. Late, second round, early third round. So a veteran wins. We all feel happy about that. Alright, very quickly we're going to go through the prelims here. We got Gilbert Melendez. Boy, he turned out to be a bust, didn't he? Taking on the almighty Arnold Allen. Seems to be a pretty hot upcomer, even though he has a mustache, which makes him look like a Jeffrey Dahmer cosplayer. Biological metrics, Gilbert's got the advantage. What else we got? Significant strikes. Melendez, of course, going to be higher, but then again, he was fighting around in Strikeforce, where defense is actually illegal. Grappling favors Arnold. I'm going to go with Arnold Allen to win this one by a round 3 decision. Just put another nail in Melendez's coffin. You had a good run, buddy, but you got to hang him up eventually. Alright, then we got Sean OMalley, who apparently just graduated from junior high, taking on Marlon Berra, who apparently just got out of the RSAT program. Let's see, Marlon is from Ecuador, 5'11", 5'8", so these guys are going to be, what's 135. Woo! God, there's some narrow, lanky guys right here. I'm not really familiar with either of these guys, but it should be a pretty good fight. Sean, of course, undefeated. Marlon, he's got a 13-5 record. Let's take a look at the metrics. Oh, wow. That is there's going to be a lot of punching in this one. Oh, yeah, do not miss when they're going to be banging. Been banging hard. So, minor advantage, I guess, go to OMalley. I'm guessing he's Irish by the name, so he can probably take a punch. Grappling also favors OMalley. Yeah, this one, just looking at the stats here, this should be our fight of the night. There's really no excuse for it not to be. But I'm going to go with OMalley to win by round 3. Round 3. Rear naked choke. So he wins by submission. Just an inkling there. Alright, we got Claudia Gadalha, or you pronounce it silent. Is it Hottel? Taking on Randa Marcos, the Quiet Storm. That's what they called me in high school, the Quiet Storm. Alright, metrics here. Oh, wow. I didn't notice Randa Marcos is actually from Iraq. So they want that to be a public relations angle. She's got a huge leg reach advantage, even though all of the metrics are similar. Let's take a look at significant strikes. Looks like Claudia should have the advantage there. And if you hear my dog bark in the background, it's because he has a pronounced anti-Iraqi bias for some reason. Grappling, 3.72 for Claudia. Okay, so the smart money is on Claudia, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far out of this Randa person. So I'm going to go with Randa to win by third round unanimous decision. Man, how many different fights are we going to have on this thing? Alright, we've got Alejandro Perez taking on Song Yondang, who I believe is one of the Democratic presidential candidates who wants to give everyone universal basic income. So it's Mexico taking on China. So we got a trade war going on here. Metrics almost identical. Not a whole lot of difference going on here. What's their records? 22-7 and 13-3. Well, these guys have been fighting for quite a bit. Striking, both these guys very, very striking oriented, obviously, by their stats here. Grappling, oh wow, huge, huge advantage for Song. Any guy who has 100% takedown accuracy and 100% takedown defense, usually that's the guy you're going to want to pull for. So I'm going to go with Yadong, my bad, sorry. Yadong to win this one because he's your boy. I think he wins by a round 2 submission. Let's just call it a guillotine, make it very simple, but should be entertaining. And I believe that's it. That's the show. Is that it? There's only, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I mean, if that's the show, that's the show. Seems like there would be more than that. Nothing like on Facebook. Oh, there we go. Of course there's more fights. Oh, good lord. It's our early prelims. Alright, I'll do this real quick because I don't know who any of these people are. I'm just going to go by their names. We got the Hammer Jack Marshman taking on Edmonds Shabazan, the Golden Boy. Look at the stats. Very similar as far as striking, grappling. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this Edmond guy. Any guy who can get 7.6.8 takedowns per 15 minutes in a fight. Should do pretty well for himself. I think he wins by decision. We got Ismail Nordhoff, the Austrian Wonder Boy, which is actually what they called Hitler back in art school, so keep an eye on this one. Taking on Chance Black Eagle Ring Contre. Not quite sure what kind of origin that last name is. I mean, he's from the U.S., but he looks like he's the kind of guy who, you know, takes a lot of psychotropic medications, and you have to keep a close eye on him in math class, because you know what happens. This is a welterweight contest. Statistics here, significant strikes, slightly leaning towards Ismail, grappling favors Chance. I mean, this could be pretty good, but I don't know anything about these two guys, except for the fact that Chance apparently has like colored pencils tattooed on his chest. So for that reason, I'm going to go with Ismail to win by round 3 stoppage. And of course, getting the entire show going here, jerking that curtain wide open, it's the Raging Panda, Julia Avila taking on Melissa Gatto, and I believe this is both of their UFC debuts, and they're also shadow people. So hopefully the lights don't go off because I won't be able to tell anybody apart. Alright, I literally don't know anything about these people, so if I said anything about them, I'd be a charlatan. But I'm going to go with Melissa Gatto just because that reminds me of cats, and it's a pretty funny last name. Alright, so those are my UFC 239 predictions. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good show from start to finish. Looks like John Jones is going to tear up a dude. Should have some good undercard matches. Maybe we'll get some upsets, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, these summertime shows usually deliver, and hopefully this will be just as good as UFC 200 and UFC 116 and all the other ones over the years that have been fantastic. So I'll be seeing you Saturday night. I'll be watching it, eating some Mexican food, having some Mountain Dew Liberty Brew, and just enjoying myself because at the end of the day, that's what MMA is all about. Just enjoying yourself and watching people give each other CTE for your amusement. Can't wait. So looking forward to it.